Nowadays, with drop shipment and print on demand, anyone can start a clothing company. But just because everyone can do something doesn't mean everyone should actually do it. Today, I'm gonna give you my top 5 reasons on why you probably shouldn't start a clothing company. So let's discuss. Next, here I'm making the brand. What's up, everybody? Rob Norman here from Planet Brooklyn Academy, and this is Making the Brand, the series where I give you insider knowledge on how to start a clothing company, and if you already have one, how to make it better. As always, please hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with everything we drop when it drops. So today, my top 5 reasons for why you probably shouldn't start a clothing company. Number 1, if you're not going to take this serious, you probably shouldn't do this. This is not something that you just take lightly and just, wake up one day and go, you know what, I think I'm gonna start a clothing company. Some people do that, and a lot of times those people who do that don't last long, in this game, because they're not serious about this. This is not something like you're making a sandwich. This is something, if you're gonna go into this, you need to be very serious about it, because only the strong will survive in this game. And as I said at the top of the show, with drop shipments and and print on demand, so many people are starting clothing companies, and people who are serious about that are in this market and in this space to really be successful. So if you're not going to take it seriously, then you probably shouldn't even start to even think about this, because this is not the arena you want to be in. Find another creative outlet. Number 2, financials. You've got to be willing to spend money. Now, granted, especially in streetwear, if you want to start this, you can do this with little to no money. Again, drop shipments, print on demand, you don't have to really fork out any initial money. But what you have to remember is, if you're going to market your brand, if you're going to do photo shoots, those things cost money. So if you're willing to spend the money for that, that's great. But if you want to spend money on Jordans and things like that, and you don't really want to spend it on your actual business to help it grow, then do not consider going into fashion and starting a clothing line. You're going to need to spend money on Facebook for Facebook ads. You're going to have to do things on Instagram. Money is really going to be detrimental to help you expand your brand. You're going to have to spend money on printing, labels, marketing tools. All this stuff costs money. So yes, in the initial, if you just want to do drop shipments and you want to do print on demand, you don't really have to spend a lot of money. But to grow and start really seeing a lot of traffic coming your way and really start to see growth in your brand, you're gonna have to spend some money. So if financing your endeavors is not something you want to do, again, find something else. Number 3, time. You've got to be willing to spend time developing your brand. This is not going to take shape overnight. You're not going to launch your brand on Monday and by Friday you're going to be supreme. That's not going to happen. There's a 1 in a million chance that you will be successful in a very short amount of time. And there are brands that do luck up, but there's a good chance you're not going to be that brand. And mentally prepare yourself to be a brand that's going to have to take the long haul of developing. So if you already know that, and it's going to take a while to blow this line up, then again, if you're truly about it, it's not a problem for you. But if you want a quick spin and a quick, I want to make quick money and blow up really quick, and you're not willing to spend time growing your brand, then this is not the thing for you. If you're someone who is into YouTube, you already know this, that to grow a brand will not happen overnight. The same thing goes true to creating a clothing line. It's not going to happen overnight. This is your baby. And just like a child, you have to raise it. You have to nurture it. You have to grow it. You can't be the fun uncle or the fun aunt who just comes over for a day, plays with the kids, and then leaves. You have to be the parent. So that means it's going to take a lot of time to grow your clothing line. And if you're not willing to spend time, then hey, this is not the arena for you. Again, find another creative outlet. Number 4, and this goes back to kind of like 2 and 3. 4 is sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice a lot of things to be successful in this game. First of all, again, when I talked about time, you have to sacrifice time. Same way I talked about financing, you have to sacrifice that. But also, you have to sacrifice a lot more. You gotta sacrifice energy, you have to sacrifice sleep. There are many days of me doing my line that I didn't get sleep. I slept maybe 4 hours a day. And that was for not just for a couple of months, that's for a couple of years. Because I had to really, I had to hustle. I had to do my regular job, I had to do freelance stuff, and then work on my, on my brand. So I didn't get a lot of sleep. And you know what? They always say sleep when you're dead. I believe that's true. You need to work as hard as you can to become as successful as you can with your clothing line. So sacrificing those things. You have to also sacrifice going out. Sometimes your friends want to hang out and you may not be able to do it because you need to get product out. You need to get certain things done for the next day. And hey, you just can't go out. Or you know what? I don't have the money because I need to use this money for my brand, and the money I'm gonna use to go out to dinner or go out for drinks, you can be using for that. And you may have to say no. Are you willing to say that? Even if vacations, there's sometimes you may not be able to take a vacation. Or if you do take a vacation, you may have to spend hours of the day, just a certain amount of hours on your vacation dedicated to just banging out work for your brand. I do this all the time. I go away. I know that there's a certain amount of time I am going to have to dedicate to just focusing on my brand. And sometimes it's late at night or it's early in the morning. I try to knock it out so I can enjoy the rest of the day. But it is a part of my livelihood to have to still focus on this because, again, this is my baby. So I got to work on that. Number 5, the most important and key thing. You've got to be open-minded. You've got to be willing to learn. A lot of people coming into this game have never worked in fashion. They've never done anything remotely close to fashion. And they figured that, hey, I'm a creative person. I know how to draw. I can just throw these designs on a t-shirt and sell it. That's great and all, but if you're not willing to learn and listen to other people, do research, see how other companies got started, how other people have started their lines, ask questions. This is one of the reasons why I do this, is so that I can give you guys knowledge on how to do these things. And I open the floor up to you guys to be able to leave me comments so I can answer things for you guys. Because I don't want you going out there thinking you know it all. And that's the worst thing. Someone who comes into this game thinking they know it all and you don't know it all. I've been in this game as long as I have, and I don't know it all. I still have to, reach out to friends in the industry and ask them questions about certain things. And the market is always changing, so I'm always looking to see what's going on. My people who run my store, they are younger than me. So I always ask for their input. I ask them, I show them what I'm working on. I ask them, what do they feel? I need their input. So I'm not above, anyone else or above learning. And you shouldn't be that way either. If you think you know it all and you don't want to listen to anybody, then you should not be doing a clothing line. Because honestly, the only way to succeed is with knowledge. And if you have that knowledge and you have people in your corner willing to help you and give you advice. Now, I'm not saying you've got to take everybody's advice and do what they say, but you should be able to listen to it, process it, and then extract from that things that you want, things that you think work for you, and toss away the things you don't think that works for you. But you got to be open-minded. And if you're not an open-minded person, then this is not going to work for you. So that's my top 5 reasons why you probably shouldn't start a clothing company. Now, this week I will be dropping my other video of my top 5 reasons why you probably should start a clothing company. Stay tuned for that one because, again, that one will probably give you a lot of inspiration if you feel that this one kind of puts you down. But again, I'm trying to be as realistic with you guys and tell you the truth. So that's it for this episode. Again, if you have any questions or any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And until the next episode, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.